Hello. A few days ago, I met with a friend and we were talking about a lot of things. And she's also working with the body. She's actually a dancer. Her name is Irena and she does groove, which I actually want to know more about it. And also she's familiar with all kind of therapy and body work. And what really stayed with me was when we were talking about education and our kids. They go to school, so they go to school and they have, let's say, first class, and that is math. And they got this. The teacher comes and says, "Okay, so now we will learn about the numbers," and they learn how to subtract, how to add, the usual stuff. And then they come home and we ask them, "Okay, so what have you learned today? How was your day? What did you learn? Anything new?" And the interesting part is, then how it's and it was like, what did you learn in that hour? Like, subtract the numbers. And when we ask our kids, what did you learn? Are you asking them like that? Because what are they actually learning? They are learning in that math hour. They are learning the interactions with the kids. They're aware of whatever is going on around them. They're aware of what is going on in the teacher's head, what she is. They're aware of her energy. They're aware of her feelings. They're aware of what projection does she has on them. How much, kids are aware. They're aware if she thinks they're not capable. They're aware if she thinks, "Oh yeah, you can do that." They're aware of a lot of stuff and they learn a lot of stuff. But our question is so very narrow. And do you ask your kid eventually, what did you learn and what was your lesson there in school? Because this is so wide, and the space and from which our kids learn, it's like, and if we don't address it, they will learn that learning means just that part. So okay, I learned how to subtract three or add the numbers, but actually they learned so much more. And when I will not say we're not addressing that, but do you address that enough? And what learning actually means? Because we are, let's say, copying. Our bodies are copying, and they're copying other bodies. They're sensing other bodies. We're in a constant communication with other bodies. They're copying body language. They're copying a way of moving. They will sense what's going on in another body. We will never address that, but the other thing that we address is like, what does the people from the same family look the same, walk the same way, have the same rigid posture? Is this genes? Or is this learned behavior that our bodies, copy from a very early age, and all the points of view and all the limitations and what is allowed, what is not allowed, what energies are allowed to express with your body? Is sexualness allowed to express with your body? Is gentleness allowed, or what is that hardness that our body expresses? Is that just because you have a hard body, or are those the points of view that you have about, or what is, what do you allow to express or not? No, this is such a wide area to discover. And so how much are your kids copying the kids around them? How much are they sensing their fears, their insecurities, their points of view? How much are they affected by other projections and judgments of them? what are your kids bringing home from school? Do you address that? Or is just what have you learned, And this is all this part of our learning, and what do we learn? And usually these things are not addressed, and our kids are kind of lost because there is this whole world that is going in their heads, and not only in their heads but in their bodies, and a lot of things never actually are never addressed, are just ignored, and year by year by year the kids learn to ignore them. And what if we chose differently? What if we start to acknowledge those things and to address those things and to ask questions that would include also those parts of learning process, and all that beautiful world that's that is missed. But what if we just choose to see it and not ignore it? What would that create for you and for your kids? Would that definitions or limitations in learning really be definitions and limitations in learning? Would that behavior, that, let's say, some kids can't concentrate and can't really sit quiet, can focus their thoughts, are those really disabilities, or are those just capacities that nobody addresses as such? And what else is possible if there would be like another point of view about all those not normal ways of fitting in and not normal way of learning? But about that some other time, because my hand is hurting already, because I have to hold my phone in place so it's not falling and sliding down. Okay, bye.